It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, it's showtime. What's happening, everybody? The Geno Jones Show. Come on, you know how we get down. Monday through Friday, unless I tell you otherwise, live. I am live here in the Geno Media Geno Jones Show studio. Come to you here in the Charleston metro area. Beautiful city, Charleston, South Carolina. Charleston, North Charleston. We call it the low country because we're like low to the ocean, like sea level. And, all right, so I want you to do me a favor. Tell everybody you know to subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. It's so important we support Black-owned media. I will tell you how you can financially support this channel, my show, and my media company. After my conversation I got with a very special guest, but you can Zelle me or Cash App me, Zelle me, Geno Jones Show, 843, Cash App, $Dad G Jones. If you'd like to be a sponsor or advertise, I'd be honored to have you as a sponsor. Geno Jones Show at Gmail, shoot me an email, and I will contact you and set up a meeting. We can do this thing. Shout out to City Vibes Bar and Lounge, one of our sponsors here in the Charleston, South Carolina Metro, 9730 Dorchester Road. Shout out to Corey and Kenya Williams and the Crate Group, one of the top nonprofits in America, and their CEO, Brother Kendrick Bannister, Brother Al's, we call him. So tell everybody, subscribe, share, screen grab, rip some of the video, click on the thumbs up, like this and every episode, and please leave your comments in the comment section. And everybody watching me live right now, so listen, this is how we get down. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to move my screen a little bit here. The show is interactive, so everybody watching me live right now, you may have a question for my guest. You heard me talk about Calvin Richardson coming up very soon. So you'll see where it says a live chat. Just jump in there, type a question or comment if you want me to shout you out or whatever it is. You want to be a part of the conversation. Shout out to my man Groove Master Dre checking in, starting off the conversation in the chat room. What's up, Dre? All right, so listen. Stock market dropped again over 1,000 points. This ain't CNBC. Look, I'm not a financial advisor, so I am not giving you financial advice. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. So maybe just think about it. I'm going to sit. If you got some cash, all right, I'm just saying, I'm just going to sit on as much cash as I can. If you're in the market, pray. And just, you know, let these fools, and maybe there's one fool do well. You know, the markets kind of like, hey, listen, you can't bully us. So when you get through with all that foolishness, you messing up with our money. And then even countries like Japan was like, oh, okay, you're gonna do that? Okay, so this thing called like U.S. Treasury bonds. Like sometimes, you know, when we were kids, our parents would buy us like these U.S. Treasury bonds. So that's like the real money. That's where like all the foreign countries that kind of invest in the United States of America, the country. So Japan was about to sell about $1 billion worth of Treasury bonds. It was like, all right, you know what? We tapping out because y'all on some bullshit. Word got back. It was like, okay, man, listen, you about to really mess up our money for real. So you don't need to, you know, to coin a phrase or to remix a phrase from my man Juvenile, came out with the hit in the 2000s, back that ass up. It was like, you're going to have to back that ass up with them tariffs, dude. It didn't take them off, just where we started with 10% tax, because the tariff is a tax on all of us. So 10% tax on like all these countries, like all the countries probably outside of Russia, but China, 145% tax. So good luck with that iPhone. I would suggest you go to like the Apple store, like tonight or whatever phone service you got AT&T or Verizon or T-Mobile. If they got any promotions or deals, I'd advise you after you watch the show, you better try to get that iPhone for it. They go up to like $3,000. And good luck, Walmart shoppers and Sam's Club and you know, even though we're not messing with Target, yeah, because your flat screen TV, that big 85-inch TV that you saw for like $600-700, okay, that's about to be about 16, maybe $2,000. The one that was just on sale for $700. I'm just saying. So beware. Hey, big shout out to LeBron James, part of the Mattel family. LeBron got his own doll, Ken doll. Brother got his beard, the Ken doll, the LeBron Ken doll, got his beard blacked out. I ain't mad at him. Go ahead, LeBron, do your thing there, boy. I wonder who they gonna hook him up with, cause you know Barbie's got some black. They got some black Barbies, but you know LeBron, you gotta. You know what you should have told him? They should have did Savannah for your wife, cause she been holding it down like you know like a car with 4 flat tires. She been holding you down, dude, with 3 kids. So should have been the LeBron and Savannah doll. So they should have a Savannah Barbie doll. I'm just saying. So all right, look. My guest only got a few minutes, so I gotta bring him on. But I'm really excited to have him. He's got a brand new album out now called 5 Years Later that has an absolutely amazing version of Lenny Williams' "'Cause I Love You." And I heard it, I was like, oh snap! This is the man that brought you the song Hearsay, man. Can't Let Go and Flowers. There he is. Always, like Brother Ronald Isley told me, I borrowed a phrase from him, brother. I had Ronald on the show about 2.5 years ago, and they were like, Geno, is the conversation, is it going to be on TV? I said, yes, it's a TV show. She said, we just wanted to know, because Mr. Isley has to always be camera ready. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, my guest is camera ready. Welcome, Calvin Richardson, to the show. What up, family?
What's going on, my guy?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing great, How about yourself?
I am great, man. Even greater. I got you on the show. Shout out to you. And shout out, so if you were, I'm shouting out your stylist. So if you are your stylist or your queen or whoever, I'm shouting it out. Because the fit is from the brim, the frames, the fit is, you know, 10 out of 10 there, boss. I want to give you props.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, man. All right. Well, listen. So you had been doing your thing for a minute, and I want to talk about the album. But you know what? Because I've had the honor, you know, we've met here because, you know, we've done shows. There's been a lot of Southern Soul shows here, because I've been here since '05 and had the honor to, you know, MC a couple of shows that you've done when they had a lot of, you know, almost like the Southern Soul Extravaganza with a whole lot of different acts. And now it is like a nationwide craze. You got station in Atlanta now that plays like all Southern Soul and the whole 9 yards, which is R&B. But just what do you think of that? I'm happy. But it's just amazing how, like, the rest of the country and the trail ride, man, they having trail rides in Detroit City and LA and all over. So you were 10 toes down before, like, everybody really, really caught on. So, man, just give me your take. How you feel about that, man?
Hey, man, it caught on. You know, it caught on. And, you know, good is good, man. You know, when you know, if people don't know about it, the more people know about it, the more they start to gravitate to it. And, you know, it just caught on. The word spread. And, you know, we was down in the trenches, man, trying to make it happen for a long time. We're making it happen, just doing what we do. And you know what I'm saying? It just got the right exposure and got the right looks. And now everybody's looking.
So listen, speaking of looking, I can't wait to see the video whenever it comes out for your joint, 'Cause I Love You, from your album 5 Years Later. So,
Right.
if you don't mind briefly, so talk about the album 5 years later. I'm sure there's a story behind the title of the album, and I'm sure you did some writing collaboration. So just give us some details about the album. Then I want to talk to you about that because I love you. Because man, it blew me away when I heard it.
Yeah, man, all of the writing. I did all of the writing. Cause I love, of course, I kept the integrity of the song being the music intact. We just reproduced that. Demonte Posey, my executive producer, reproduced that track, and I wrote all the verses over, and kept the Laney's original hook. But um, all of the song, man. The title of the album is basically, it says it all. It's 5 years from the last time that I dropped an album. So, and that was due to just working out here, being out on the road and traveling, and not really having the time to taking. I didn't really have the time, to be honest about it. By the time I was doing like three, sometimes four shows a week for the last like 3.5 years, and um, you gotta, and I just didn't, I wanted, when I go into the studio to start recording an album, my head's got to be all the way there. And so I had to, just pull back, jumped off of that tour that I was on, that I was doing every year. And I just buckled down and got the album done. You know what I mean? So, it was all those things that I was wanting to say for the last 5 years, things I was thinking about, things I was dealing with, and just kind of reminiscing on my life. And so, that's what 5 years later is. But we all live a life that everybody mirrors in one way or the other.
No doubt. So, do you have some collaborations on there, some duets with some folks? Who else did you work with?
Yeah, well, I have only one duet, and that was with my son Soldier. I don't know if you remember my album 2:35 p.m. I named that album 2:35 p.m. Came out in 2003.
Okay.
So my son, that was the time that he was born. 2000,
Wow.
yeah, 2:35. So now he's 22, and he got on the album with me, and yeah, on this song called "Me and You."
So
And so that
is he does he sing or is he a rapper?
he do both.
He
He
did.
do
I
both,
love
but
that.
he's rapping. Yeah, he's rapping on this particular project. Matter of fact, he just got a deal with Universal for his own solo project. So
Wow. Congrats. What's his
yeah,
name again? We got to get him on the show. What's his name again?
Ja Soul,
Jaso. I love that, man. How
Ja
cool is
Soul.
that? I mean, what was that like? Well, I guess so. Have you guys been like singing around, singing along together at the house? Something he always did as a kid, or did he just kind of,
He
make that pivot once he maybe became a teenager, hit adolescence?
Yeah, his mother is she was an actress, and she was been in the entertainment business. That's how we met, and of course, like I said, I've been doing my thing since way he wasn't even thought about. You know what I mean? So
Right.
um, at that particular time, and so I mean, it's just in him, man. He's been around it, and so his mom sings as well. So it was inevitable. He was gonna go one way or the other. He was either gonna be singing, or or he was gonna. Matter of fact, he's doing both. But the deal that he got is for his rapping. He
I love it.
produces as well. Yeah.
That is, man, that is just so cool. So you are a prolific writer, but you have a great stage show. I mean, if you haven't seen this brother live, you're gonna see a show. I'm like a real. This brother's going. You're gonna get your money's worth plus. So
That's right. Thank
this,
you.
do you have a favorite? Because sometimes you have some artists that really, love writing more, and then you have some that just they live for the stage. Sometimes it's both. What about you?
I don't know if I prefer one over the other. I mean, because I think you have the song is always the message. So the
Yeah,
message is in that you're giving to the people, and that's what brings the people in. It reels them in. I think that that's how you get them to the table, and then once they get a chance to, like you said, to see the show, they hear the songs and the melody strike them, and the words of the song keeps them there, and it's for me, I love the interaction with the people. I
yeah.
love being live, but at the same time, I love being in the studio as well. I love spending time in the studio working on it, listening to it over and over, going back in, changing things, and at some point, you just got to let it go and turn it loose and let the people make their decision.
All right. So before I had to let you go, a couple things, a little rapid fire. Dream collaboration. Uh, if you could pick one person to write a song for and one person to do a collabo or duet with, who would it be?
The one person that I probably would do the dream person to do a duet with would probably be Stevie Wonder if I had to come down to just one person.
I'm gonna
um,
send this. So I used to work at Stevie Wonder's radio station back in the '90s. I did mornings, so
right,
you
right.
know I know some folks. So I'm gonna make sure I send them a copy of this episode, and I'm gonna say, hey man, listen, send this to let Stevie play this for Stevie. He need to hear this. He ain't gonna be able to see it, but he need to hear the show because he got a big shout out from Calvin. So okay,
I'd
what
love
about
to.
dream songwriter? Who would you write a song for? Who would that dream artist be?
A dream artist to write a song for, I think, would be oh man, that's a tough one. I've written a lot of songs for a lot of people, but let me say this. Can I back up and, and,
Yeah,
and frame this properly?
come on. This
Every
is this
song
is home for you, Calvin. You do whatever you want to do, bro.
for sure, for sure, for sure. So like, I did stuff for Raphael Sadiq. I've written songs with me and Angie Stone.
Mm,
The late
rest in
great
power.
Angie Stone.
Rest in
Exactly,
power.
exactly. I did wrote for Charlie Wilson songs that found that particular song. There goes my baby found its way to Charlie Wilson. I didn't write it for Charlie. So that's the thing. What I wanted to say. When I write songs and I create songs, I don't do it for anybody in particular. I just create. You know
Mm,
what I mean?
yeah.
Uh, and so, I think if you make a great song, it'll fit anybody. And so, there's nobody out there that I don't think that I could write a song that would fit. So, because there too many people out there for me to have a
I got that.
dream artist that I could write for that really,
I like that. Because really,
kind
a
of set it
song
up for
is a
me.
story.
The
Like
song is a story,
we
and then after you write a good story, it depends on who's telling that story after
yeah.
that. You know
Come
what I
on.
mean? Because you got to deliver the story,
Yeah, you
right?
do. Yeah, you
So
do. And
yeah,
so tell my grandma said, Jeannie, if you're gonna tell it, tell the truth and tell it all. Don't half do it. If you're gonna
that's
tell
right.
it, tell the whole story. Don't tell it at all.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Then you got to tell it right. Tell it like
Yes, come on now.
tell it
That's
like
what
it's
she
supposed to
said.
be.
If you're gonna tell it all. Don't
That's
don't
right.
don't be trying to remix it and pick shoot and say remix, but she would say tell it
Yeah.
all. So
Everybody's not great storytellers, man.
that's true.
Everybody's not great storytellers. So
Five
yeah.
years later, the
5 years
album.
later.
You got a favorite song? I know you're gonna say, man, it's like pick and choose. You don't have you. I love all my children, but I'm just sometimes the artist will have a favorite song on it. So do you have a favorite one on the or one that really hits you differently that maybe in a way kind of resonates or means more to you than the other ones?
I mean, Cause I Love is one of those records. I mean, I've been friends with Lenny Williams for quite some time, and has been, after me probably for the last 10, 15 years, ever since I did that song, There Goes My Baby for Charlie Wilson. He's like, man, you got to write me one of those songs. You got to write me one of those songs. My thing was, I've been a fan of Lenny Williams for a long time, growing up listening to Tower of Power and all that good stuff. I was trying
Yeah.
to get Lenny to do a song with me. So that was the original reason that the song was kind of created. I wanted Lenny to get on the record with me, since when he decided not to do it over for himself, because DeMonte had created it really for Lenny to redo the song himself. And Lenny told me that we talked about it, and he said he didn't feel like he could add anything to what he had already done. And so, you know, disappointed as I was, it was still important for me to redo the song, and just, kind of re-say it in my way, reframe the story, and put it back out. There's still a whole generation of people out there that don't even know about Lady Williams and the Tower of Power. Well, now they will. They can have the opportunity because, anytime you redo anything, you put it back out there, you give it a whole new life and
Yeah, but
possibility.
listen, you killed it, but I'm glad you went there because when I heard it, I said, before I let you get off the show, I was going, and I didn't know that you had, collaborated with Lenny because he's a friend of mine, longtime friend, a big fan of the show. He's been on 3 or 4 times. But I'm hearing this, I'm saying, man, when this video comes out, I said, this would be the cold part. You just do everything you did and then just had Lenny come on with that rap like he did the old and just rap it
Right.
out. Woohoo! That would
I'm gonna go back and do I'm gonna go back and do a remix to it, and I'm gonna he can't say no to me no more.
yeah.
He's not gonna be able to say no. I'm gonna go to San Francisco, Oakland, wherever he lives at out there. I'm gonna
Yep,
go out there.
Oakland. Out of Oakland. All right.
He's in Oakland.
So
I'm gonna go
Calvin,
knock on his door.
this is what I promise. When this show is over, because I got his number in my cell, I'm going to call him. I'm going to send him this episode. Lenny, you got to do this. Because I swear, Calvin, when I was listening to it, previewing before before you did the show, because your manager, your people, I emailed him. I said, man, this is absolutely amazing. You killed it, dude.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely killed it. I said, man, the only thing that is missing, I said, man, they should have just got, and like I said, I didn't know you knew Lenny. I said, man, they need to call Lenny and say, yo, Lenny, we need you to put that rap on at the end.
The video,
that would be, I can already see it. It would just, it would be over.
Right. So I'm writing the video, creating the video right now. But obviously, Lenny got to commit because I got to because I'm gonna create the part for me and him. And if it don't work, I ain't gonna do it. We'll create an AI video or something like that.
Lenny, come on, family. Come on, family. You got to do this. All right.
That's right.
I'm looking in the camera. Calvin, that's fam.
That's right.
Come on, Lenny. You got to do
this.
That's
right.
Because I'm calling you.
Everybody that know Lenny Williams, call him and tell him
right.
you got to
do
this.
Call him.
Everybody that know Lenny Williams.
He called me by accident about a month ago. I guess it's somebody named Geno in Indy that does radio. He thought he was coming on with me. I was like, Lenny, what up, family? So, Lenny, do this, man. You got to do this. Calvin, listen, man, let everybody know where they can get this album, download it, and follow you on social media. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. You can download the album. It's on all streaming platforms. And you can go to the album. If you want to order a hard copy of the album, you can go to iamcalvinrichardson.com. It's there. You can order it from there. What else? Yeah, my social media is I am Calvin Richardson. That's for Instagram. Matter of fact, if you go to iamcalvinrichardson.com, all things Calvin is there. All of my social medias are there. And so it's simple.
All right. So you all can do that. Oh, by the way, your tour, because you got some tour dates on there too.
Yeah, I do.
Right.
I was going to
mention that. So go there. Because I see you're going to be in Chicago, Country Club Hills. That's just a suburb of Chicago in July, I think.
That's right. That's right. I think it's the 26th or something like that.
We may have to fly, because my anniversary, me and DeMayo's, my wife, is like the 7th of July. But we could extend that and fly home to Chicago to check that out. So
you could do that, man. You could do that. Come on, brother.
No, for real. Don't worry, we'll talk. I got your contact, and I'm gonna make sure you have mine. But I'm calling Lenny now. So listen,
call
man.
Lenny.
You have a permanent home on this show, brother. Anytime to talk about your music, your fit, whatever you want to talk about, man. Look, you have a permanent home. I cannot wait to see the video. Listen. I'll read for any part, however y'all want to do it when y'all do that video. Don't forget about your man. I got a fit just for the video now, just in case. I got a couple of fits ready for something like that.
Hey man, I somebody used to tell me, I heard it once or twice. Don't threaten me with a good time, because we'll make it happen.
Well, let's make it happen.
Let's do it. All right, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen, the one, the only. If you have not seen this brother perform live, I'm telling you. And shout out. I got a shout out. So you got a sister that I guess she still lives here. I know she was.
She lives there. She lives there.
Because she's been listening to my radio show. She's like, Geno. She said, I've been a fan of yours. She said, but I think it was one of the shows you did here, and I am seated. As a matter of fact, I think I brought you out. And she saw me like a supermarket at Publix. It was her and a girl. She's like, Calvin, that's my brother. I was like, what?
Yeah,
so,
that's right. That's right.
So shout out to your family, man.
Candy Brown.
Yes. All right, Calvin Richardson, everybody. Listen, you got to, if you haven't seen it, go to his website. It's iamcalvinrichardson.com, right?
That's right. That's right.
You got to hear this video. Lenny, you gotta do this video for Cause I Love You, man. We need that rap. Can't nobody do that rap like you. All right, brother. May God continue to bless and have favor on you. Looking
Thank
forward
you.
to seeing you. As a matter of fact, when the video's done, I want you to come back on and then tell the story of the video and then introduce the video right here on the show.
Let's do it. Let's
All right,
do
let's
it.
do it, brother. All right, God
All right.
bless.
All right,
Appreciate you,
man.
man.
All right, bro.
That
Peace.
that's my dude. And one thing I'm gonna tell you guys, and I told I had the honor to host a couple shows that he was a part of. Brought him out. I know at least I think twice. I know one time for sure, but I probably emceed about maybe 3 shows that he's done here. So anyway, but what you saw on camera, that's the real person. Before the show, after the show, just the brother, his vibe, spirit, just, just positive vibes, And it ain't always like that. Well, I'm just telling you, but entertainers, they human. Sometimes they have good days, bad days. Some of them are moody. Some of them, really don't like folks. They just like to check. And then some of them are just good people. Even if they weren't an entertainer, they're regular people, just like me and you guys, folks in your family. Some is cool. Some you enjoy being with. Some come in the room and they light up the room. Some folks come in the room and it's like a total eclipse. The room get dark. So people are people. All right, listen, thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you, and especially you, God, most of all. Thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Please tell everybody, subscribe, share, so you can share the episode, copy and paste the link. You can tag people on your social media so you can share this show on your page and everybody else's page, or you can tag them, or you can copy and paste the link in an email, in a text message, direct message, DM, or whatever you want to do. So subscribe, share, screen grab, just rip some of the show. You can rip some of the conversation I had with Calvin Richardson, chop it up, let's make it go viral. Screen grab, click that thumbs up. That is so important. YouTube, they look at that. As a matter of fact, I got an email. They give you data. It's called analytics. So they break down like how many people were watching. So I had some great numbers from in March. So thank you, everybody, in terms of new subscribers and the amount of time that you guys watch and everything. So thank you so much. So I am very close to becoming a YouTube partner. That means that my media company will start to get a monthly check from YouTube. So I am, about 240 new subscribers away from that. So please spread the word. Tell everybody to subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. And if you would like to, because it's so important that we support Black-owned media. Nobody's going to tell our story. Nobody can tell your story like you. And nobody's going to tell our story like us. We need Black-owned media to tell our stories and to make sure that we have platforms for people like Calvin Richardson, but not just entertainers and artists and comedians, doctors, lawyers, business people, so we can entertain, but we can enlighten, we can empower, we can educate, we can inspire, and we can uplift each other and the community. So it is so important now more than ever that we have and support, build, and grow our Black-owned media platforms, and we need money to do that. We have to, just like any other business. So we are all we got. Like I've been saying, and I say it all the time, we are all we got. But the truth is, we are all we need. We are all we need. We got everything we need. Within each other, we come together like the Avengers, like a closed fist. Nothing. No tariff, no racist, sexist, misogynist, messianic, narcissistic nut job in D.C. Nothing. Nobody can stop us when we come together, and they know it too. All the racists, white nationalists, neo-Nazis, and just those with evil hearts, they know they can't. They can't stop us because we got it. We got it. So But to support, you can support the show. You can support my media company financially. If you'd like to be a sponsor or advertise, I'd be so honored to have you as a sponsor on the show, like City Vibes Bar and Lounge, like the Crate Group, like CM Transportation, and that was a big sponsor of the show. So send me an email, GenoJonesShow@gmail. My name, just GenoJonesShow@gmail. Shoot me an email. Give me your contact information. I'll contact you. We'll set up a meeting in person. We can do it via Zoom, or if necessarily, we can do it over the phone, via Zoom, or in person if necessary. So reach out to me, and I'll be sure to get back with you. Now, you can Zelle me. You can Zelle my media company. So if you want to make a donation, contribution, you want to financially support the show, you can do that as an individual or as a business. You can do it one time. You can set it to, make a contribution on a recurring basis. However you want to do it is all good. No donation is too small or too large. $5, 50 million. It's all good. So now, Zelle, Geno Jones, just Geno Jones. Just type in Geno Jones. You spell it with the E. Geno Jones, 843. So type in on Zelle, type in Geno Jones, then the number 843. Cash App, $Dad G Jones. $, capital D, like Dad, lowercase AD, capital G, capital JONES. $, capital D, lowercase AD, capital G, capital JONES. All one word, $Dad G Jones. That's on Cash App, all right? And spread that word. You have my permission to give my Zelle out, my Zelle address, and my Cash App address. So tell people, listen, we got to support what this brother is doing. It is so important that we support Black-owned media and support the Geno Jones Show, because he is bringing the truth. But, he'll bring the truth, the knowledge, the wisdom, the receipts, the facts, the funny, and the great guests. So I thank you in advance. And all my new subscribers, thank you. And all my subscribers from day one that's been down with me from day one, like my man Groove Master Dre is in there in the chat room, and of course my number one fan, my executive producer, my mom, Mary Dixon. I love you, so I'll talk to you shortly. All right, everybody. The next live edition of the Geno Jones Show is going to be Friday, tomorrow. So Funny Friday. So I'm going back to doing my guest co-host. Shout out to Keela Carson. She is studying to become Dr. Carson. She is stuttering. She is studying for her doctorate. Yes. Woo, man, that's a lot of reading and writing. She said, G, it's a lot of reading and writing, but I'm very proud of her. She will be Dr. Carson. And not the honorary deal, which I ain't, no shade. Somebody give me an honorary doctorate, I'd take it. But no, she's getting it the old-fashioned way. She's straight up earning it. She putting the work in, literally. So that's why you haven't seen her, because she is studying to get her doctorate. So, and shout out to Trinace Carter, who's going to come back. So tomorrow, my guest co-host is a co-worker of mine. She does traffic for us. She does appearances here in the Charleston, South Carolina Metro. She's got a presence on social media and just got a beautiful spirit and a dynamic personality. Christy Love, Miss Christy Baxter, but we call her K-Love at the radio station. So she's going to be my guest co-host, so it's going to be a whole lot of fun tomorrow, so you don't want to miss that. All right, listen, let me get out of here. Once again, big shout out to Calvin Richardson. His album, 5 Years Later, that is his brand new album. Pick it up now. Wherever you download your music, he can get it. Go to his website, iamcalvinrichardson.com. I just got to take a peek at something. And his song, Cause I Love You, Lenny Williams. Oh, man, listen, you got to hear it. And shout out to Lenny, brother Lenny. Man, you got to jump on it. You got to jump on this song. We got to have your rap at the end. And in the video, it would just be beyond bananas. It would just, people's head would explode. It would just be like, oh man, this is the joint. Just, I can't wait to see it. So y'all know Lenny Williams tell him, man, you got to go and get on that thing with Calvin Richardson because I love you. We need to hear you because can't nobody rap like you can. I know back in my Pimp or Die days, Lenny, I was cold-blooded. My game was tight. My game was tighter than a virgin on a wedding night. But man, that rap, can't nobody do that rap on that song like you, Lenny. That's you. That will, for eternity, you killed that thing, man. So come on and jump on there with Calvin, because he did your song justice. The brother, he absolutely killed it, and kept the integrity with the beats and the music and everything, but just kind of remixed the lyrics a little bit. Did an amazing job. So shout out to Calvin Richardson, and check him out. He's got some tour dates. He's doing some touring on his website. I know he's going to be in Country Club Hills. That's just a south suburb of Chicago, but he's doing some dates in the south. So go to his website to get all the latest tour dates and get your tickets. Once again, big shout out to my man, Calvin Richardson. All right, everybody, I love you. We will see you Friday. On this show, it ain't Friday. It's Friday. Yay. Friday. It's Friday edition, weekend jump-off edition of the Geno Jones. Who knows? The stock market might lose 5,000 points tomorrow with old crazy ass. He don't know what he's doing. But anyway, we all we got. I had a whole lot of things to say, but I'm like, no, I'll save that. Maybe Monday. I didn't lit his ass up. Just go back and watch my monologue from last night and Tuesday and Wednesday and Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday night shows. Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday nights monologues. Oh yeah, I lit the fire up under that ass. I got him. So, all right, guys, I love you. We'll see you live. So go. Don't forget, leave your comments in the comments section below. Be sure to like this episode soon as the show is over. Like it. Be sure to copy and paste the link. Give her my Cash App, $Dad G Jones. Give her my Zelle address, Geno Jones. Type in the number 843. Tell them to please financially support, contribute to my media company, and contribute to the Geno Jones Show. That is so crucial, and I thank you in advance, and we'll see you live Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, Chicago. Everybody, Central Time, 5:30, live in Los Angeles, or up in Oakland, where Lenny Williams is, 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon. We love you. God bless.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.